will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Missouri's offense will start this game off with the football. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very...
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. These two teams both coming on a run, playing their best football of the season and hoping to continue on and get into the top 25.
Yeah, it's nice, man, when you get that roll going. You start to create some momentum, create some belief. You know, listen, you're not ranked, but you're earning that respect throughout the season. Palmer, I think now at this point, they're probably going to climb into the rankings, and who knows what they can do.
I agree that both of these teams came in here with a lot of confidence, and they knew that they were going to have to play right down to the wire to pull out this W. And now, for them to win this game in this kind of environment, open up some eyes around the country, it's huge to continue to build that confidence.
Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball to throw the whistle? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Sooners offense will go to work for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Across the 35, out of bounds, and the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Lopez. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. At the 35, he's open. There he goes to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. The inside handoff. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to the back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play.
Which is illegal, you call it. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. The quick out. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Missouri will have to... Punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, he'll go up top. It's complete to the left. Gave them a little room to work with before going out of bounds at the 10.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. To the ground to try to move the chains. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Working that left side now. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They go to the draw. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown Sooners! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Takes the easy one to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He wants to change this route. Going to sling it on second down. That's caught. It's Reinbold. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot, because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield, and really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A third and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Moves. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Sooners have it with a first and goal.
691, Gator smart. Slap.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Offense working from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On target. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Looking downfield on first down. Wiggles free. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
Second down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. It'll be third and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On third down, he drops to throw. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. To the air on second down. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make...
Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Lopez. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reinbold. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Big fella moving. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Down 55 weak.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play-action by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Going right to work up top. Got his man downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're going to ride this running back. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catch.
Ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give on the option. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yankee blue, moves.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. The sure hands, it's Lopez. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Fires on the move. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Got room to work. Sweet cut there. Tripped up for the tackle.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's loose. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Runs through a tackle. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. He is stopped short of the line of the game. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got the quick pass. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air on first down. Works the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Third down play from the gun. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Okay, ready?
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Here we go. Flip.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy